Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 Shadowkeep for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of the Worthy intel. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be going over some WARMIND loot glitches, some solo tower and chipset cheeses, as well as an exotic weapon glitch and a bunch of mod glitches for today. I'm going to get to all that information in just 1 second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel at 20,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell, right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box below. And as always, guys, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those hashtags, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Big shout out to my buddy Sinister, as he is always the guy helping me out with all of this stuff. As you can see, we're doing a little bit of glitching on the pike right now. For those of you who don't know, this is a fairly fun little glitch. Nothing really specific about it, just using a emote while you're getting on the pike and you can ride it or surf. It's been around for a while, but that is not what we're here to talk about. What we are here to talk about is the Seraph Towers and several ways that you could do this solo or just with one buddy if you can't find anyone out there to help you. And this happens quite a bit to me, where I'm just in this place and nobody shows up, so it's just me or one other friend by ourselves. And these things, even though we're getting closer and closer to the light level cap, as most people probably are that have been playing consistently, they can still be tricky. So I want to do a rundown of the EDZ Seraph Tower specifically because this one you can really glitch very easily, and I'm going to talk about that now. So, as you can see, I was using the pikes to line up a bunch of them right on the path leading up to the left Seraph Tower, or excuse me, the right Seraph Tower, depending on where you are at the activation. It might be to the right of you. From here, it's to the left of us. Because if you line up 3 pikes, for some reason, the enemies that spawn up in that top left corner by that little road that leads down to that one specific tower just don't know what to do, and they get caught behind it, basically saving you a whole mess of enemies that you will not have to actually deal with. This can help quite a bit, especially when you're at that one specific tower. So line up some pikes. If you don't know where to get the pikes, occasionally I think they were called like the bad pike group or something like that, a bunch of fallen guys who ride through every so often, they'll show up. They come with 3 pikes. Just kill them all in between Seraph Tower events before you activate, obviously, and then just line up the 3 pikes up in this corner. And as you can see, the enemies just get stalled behind it. If it's the Cabal, they really get stalled behind it because the Cabal are just a little bit beefier and they just stack up with each other and they don't know where to go. So occasionally one will get through, but it overall saves you a lot of mess having to take out a whole other wave of enemies. And those enemies also don't go to the other Seraph Towers because that's a spawn that's essentially blocked off at that point. Beyond that, the tractor cannon has a huge glitch going on right now when talking about Seraph Towers, in that if you throw one of the Seraph nodes into the big orange node that essentially allows you to progress through the Seraph Towers. I can't remember what exactly those nodes are referred to as, but you know what I'm talking about. You pick up the balls, you throw them at the ball that's hovering overhead. If you throw a ball into that and then run up and shoot the tractor cannon at the node, it actually progresses it further than it would normally. It gives it like an extra ball hit. So you can actually get through each node or each tower with almost half the amount of nodes deposited that you would normally need. This will help you a lot if you're doing it with a smaller group or doing it solo. Most people are probably not going to be doing these things solo, but occasionally you might just be playing late at night. Maybe you don't have any buddies. Maybe you're doing a specific Seraph Tower that's just not getting a lot of people to come to it. The EDZ Tower tends to be the one that has the most people coming to it for some reason. I'm not sure why, especially since the IO Tower is now open and they've both been open, but especially since the IO Bunker is now open and that has a whole list of new mods on it, one of which is really broken, and we're going to get to that in 1 second. But like I said, if you're just by yourself or in a small group, or if you're just maybe joined a group and they're lagging a little bit behind, use this method, get a tractor cannon out. Tractor cannon's always been pretty awesome in my opinion. But throw a ball up or wait for a buddy to throw a ball up, and then as soon as you do, just go and shoot it with the tractor cannon. You can do this sometimes twice even to get just a little bit more added progression, as you can see me doing here. It just kind of pushes it right in. And you finish the Seraph Tower and you can move along. So this in combination with blocking off that one spawn will allow you to do this with a much smaller group than normal. Beyond that, the things that we're going to talk about in this video are the mods that are now available in the game. We now have the IO bunker available, so all the available mods for this season are now in the game. And the Grasp of the Warmind is an incredibly crazy mod. I did talk about this, I think, in another video. Big shout out to my buddy Profane Productions once again. I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel because he gave a really great rundown of how this mod actually works and shows it in practice. However, I just wanted to tell you about it quickly again, just to reiterate. If you didn't see the last video, or maybe another video that I did, I can't remember at the time of posting this, but essentially what the Grasp of the Warmind does is allows you to get your super energy back when you pick up a Warmind node, one of the little balls that spawn from many of the Warmind mods in this game. So what you can do is you can pick up a Warmind node, or a Warmind cell, excuse me, and there's Warmind nodes, there's Warmind cells, guys. It gets a little confusing. Warmind cells, the ones that spawn from you actually killing an enemy. If you pick up a Warmind cell at the same time as activating your super, and you're on a Warlock using the Apotheosis Veil, what this allows you to do is essentially get all your class energy back, so you'd be able to have infinite grenades and infinite beatdowns without actually using your super. Because what happens is as soon as you pick up the Warmind cell, as you activate your super, so you have to kind of do them at the exact same time, your super gets completely refilled and you're able to use all your class abilities once again. Then activate your super, pick up the Warmind cell again, and you can continue on this process, essentially getting infinite melees and infinite grenades. Great. Couple of things I've talked about many times in the past. Hammer of the Warmind, which allows you to get Warmind cells that cause disruption. The Tyrant Surge, which is absolutely amazing. Probably the best mod in the game currently that's available through your artifact, which allows you to get Warmind cells when you do any type of arc damage. Again, the big glitch with that is it's supposed to only work when you do grenade or melee damage, but if you're in a Well of Radiance, Warlocks seem to definitely have the biggest advantage when it comes to these mods and ways to use them. But if you're in a Well of Radiance, any arc damage, meaning anything that you shoot, be it any kind of weapon, or if you do a melee, will cause a Warmind cell to spawn. It's not supposed to work that way. But again, if you're in a Well of Radiance, you have the Tyrant Surge equipped, just shooting anything with arc damage will allow a Warmind cell to spawn. Modular Lightning, which collecting a Warmind cell creates a burst of arc energy, which again allows you to do a lot of AoE damage. Rage the Warmind adds extra explosion damage to Warmind cells, so you get more AoE damage that way. And Wrath of Rasputin, Solar Splash damage, Final Blows create Warmind cells. Again, all of these tandem with Grasp of the Warmind really going to come in handy for any activity, but if you're trying to do this specifically, which I'm sure most people are, just to try to get those Warmind cells, or just try to get all the Warmind mods, excuse me, and basically the Seraph Towers and the Warmind bunkers are really the thing to do at the moment. So if you're trying to progress that just a lot faster and get obviously as much seasonal rewards as you can, I believe there's some good stuff at the IO bunker. The hand cannon seems to be pretty good. The moon bunker had some good stuff too. So all of those things, they're going to help you out quite a bit. So that's really going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed all this information. I found these things to be quite fun, and I was really happy to be using the tractor cannon again for something really, really useful. I love it when the tractor cannon kind of comes into the game with some sort of broken thing. It's had a couple of breaks in the past, and really, Warlocks really do seem to be the number one thing to use if it comes to glitches and cheeses. I know everybody likes to talk about the Titans, and Titans do get a lot of play. I mean, in general, Titans are probably the strongest class. But when you add in all of these things, including the seasonal mods, the Warlock is really my go-to. And I just thought that being able to line up a bunch of pikes was just kind of a fun little cheese. I mean, how often do you see something like that? Just being able to block them off. And if you get some time and you just want to look at some funny stuff, wait till this is a Cabal event and just watch all the Cabal try to line up behind those pikes. They're awful funny what they try to do. So thank you all again so much for watching. For the secret hashtag you can leave down in the comment section below. Leave a hashtag WARMIND loot or a hashtag Seraph Tower or a hashtag Season of the Worthy. Any of those I will accept for today's video. And as always, guys, appreciate you all so much for watching. Can't believe how close we are to 20,000 subscribers. I'm Wilhelm Scream. We will see you in the next video. Later!